A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajeem. Bismillahir Rahmanir Raheem. Allah inspire us to come through these doors, the school of manners and etiquette. Those good manners and the etiquette in which Allah wants is the opening for all realities. That through voluntary worship means a state of love of Allah and good manners, and holy hadith al-Qudsi that I become the hearing of my servant, the seeing of my servant, the breath of my servant, the speech of my servant, the hands of my servant, the feet of my servant. And so much so become Rabbaniyun and say, kun fayakun. This is a stage in which Allah describing that holy hadith of Prophet, and it is inheritable for the people of good manners and good akhlaq. Those good manners and good characteristics, they open the reality of every amal and every act of worshipness. Every act of worshipness is in its state of reality is not the reward, but it's a means in which to achieve the reward of good character. Means we don't go around claiming that I accomplished this pillar of Islam. I pray, therefore I should tell the whole world I pray. That wasn't the end goal. Your praying, your fasting, your zakah, your hajj, all of those were meant to develop good character. Without the good character the prayer is for nothing. Without the good character the zakah is for nothing. Without good character the hajj may be for tourism, to go to a nice hotel and buy some jewellery. Means that everybody can do the amal, but what Allah wants is the khushya and the love within the heart, the sincerity within the heart. So then the first round of doing the pillars is to tame. We declared our Islam so that Allah's might and majesty is supreme, but didn't mean we saw anything yet. We merely claimed it to establish who's running the show. Allah running and I am nothing. Means then we came to our prayers so that I would subdue and I would bring down my wild characteristics, not that I accomplished anything yet. Because later the prayer has to open up. Where Prophet described, pray as if you see Allah. Maqam al-ihsan means that you are praying and you must be seen. If we are not seeing through our heart, the prayer is still an imitation. Means then you give in zakah, you're not supposed to be proud of your zakah because you gave 2%, 5%, but you are supposed to put yourself on the table and make yourself to be halal for Allah. The reality of zakah is Sayyidina Ibrahim going to sacrifice his child. The Sayyidina Ismail asked his father, whose station is higher, yours or mine? Sayyidina Ibrahim said, oh it was very difficult for me. I was about to fulfill Allah's command and sacrifice you. He said, yeah, but you were sacrificing property. I was sacrificing myself for Allah. Your salah becomes real, your heart is open, you're witnessing what Allah wants us to witness, and everyone has a darajat in which Allah will grant them. Your zakah is real because you sacrifice yourself. means then your fasting becomes real. You fast with all of your senses, your Hajj is real. Means at that time when the hijrah begins and the Hajj begins, your soul is moving into that Divinely Kingdom. And with your soul you're making Hajj, and with your soul you're making tawaf, Baytul Mahmud. This is the imitated tawaf on dunya. Means all of those we do on the material earth, we have to do, we do, but with good character Allah begins to elevate that amal and that action.
Welcome to Century 21 AAA Realty. We specialize in commercial and residential properties, including all your financing needs. We are a one-stop shop under one roof.
Owning a home is a keystone of wealth, both financial and emotional. Don't wait for opportunity, create it.
Come meet our award-winning realtors with over 40 years of experience. Call Century 21 AAA Realty.
Knowledge, quality, integrity. STAR cares about your best interests and have a wealth of experience to match. We've been in the business 30 years and are here to lead you every step of the way. Whether it's building the custom home of your dreams, doing gorgeous home renovations, building a laneway home, or revamping your commercial space. The STAR process works. Just ask our hundreds of satisfied customers.
We have several properties, and the best thing about Star for Life Services is that the work is done in a very timely manner, and we're always very pleased with the result.
STAR, let's make your dreams happen. Call us now to book your free consultation.
These are the schools of manners. They are very different from other places. They have lots of rules, lots of disciplines, lots of teachings for ourselves, and that is what sets it apart from most places. Most people come from other backgrounds and they taken aback by the amount of discipline. But it's because of those disciplines that open new characteristics. For one example, we are not allowed to speak of our experiences because the schools of discipline, they teach us the tricks of the nafs. The ego is very dangerous. If what we do, we are doing for Allah has to be kept pure. Means the turuqs know that. They know the sickness of the nafs, they know how to identify that sickness, and you don't have to even say anything, their firasa can go into degrees of reality. The first level of their firasa is to identify the characteristics of the people who sit before them, not the characteristic that you wish to show the world. Means my characteristic, I may show the world that I'm very nice, very loving, then in front of people I serve tea to everyone. Those without firasa, they say, this is a very nice guy. The reality of the firasa is that their soul is open. They hear through their soul, they see through their soul, they feel through their soul, they taste through their soul. Again, darajats. One may be entry level, one may be very big advanced. Merely their soul is emanating, and that malakut kulli shay. Allah says in Surah Al-Yasin that the malakut is all encompassing. Our soul is from malakut, not from mulk. We are occupying a space in the material world, but we are from the heavens. The heavens, the soul very powerful, hears, sees, speaks, tastes and smell from the soul. That is the firasa. Where Prophet said, beware for the firasa of the believer. Why beware? Because their energy is emanating, they pick up the first level where what we want to show the world of our character. Their firasa goes even deeper and it picks up your combating self. The self that you have inside, that you are inshaAllah by people of the zikr, we are the people struggling with that self. The one we show to the world, the beautiful one, they go, their firasa picks up the fragrance into the second level, that we understand the character in which you're struggling with yourself. You're trying not to show it on the face and constantly battling with it, because these are the people of zikr. If they weren't battling with it, Allah is not opening for them the zikr. Those are people who don't battle at all. Their characters are very, very dark, but those are not what we're talking about. Through their firasa they understand the struggle in which you're having, that you're trying to show yourself loving but you may be very jealous, you may be wanting their seat, you maybe want their chair and their position, you want their authority, you want their money, you want their property, all of which you are struggling with yourself not to show that. And Allah says, look and see if you see any discrepancies in the layers of the heavens and all creation. That's not a vision of the material world to look at clouds, it's a description of the firasa of their souls and what the soul is capable of.
Naz Window Blinds offers high-quality custom window coverings for both residential and commercial projects. We offer a stunning range of colors and design options. We also provide an on-site measurement and style consultation so that you can be sure you're getting the very best option for your windows. Let us enrich the look, feel, and value of your space with custom window coverings. Call Naz Blinds today.
Almost 150,000 Canadians a year will use a homeless shelter. These people need food, clothing, and access to basic hygiene. Fatima Zahra Helping Hand is a non-profit organization with the goal of helping the underprivileged in Canada. Along with our active support for recent immigrants and refugees, one of our ongoing initiatives is to feed and clothe the homeless. For more than a decade, we have provided hundreds of thousands of hot meals to some of the most vulnerable and needy. We continue these efforts with several monthly initiatives. For more information or to donate, please visit our website, nurmuhammad.com.
At the third level, the firasa picks up the nafs that has captured or is the terrorist nafs that has grabbed the soul. That bad nafs is the one that makes shirk. It becomes sharik with shaitan and holds the soul from reaching its reality. The bad nafs, the hidden one in the innermost recesses of the body, that is the one that's holding the soul not to reach its realities. That one, they know that too. Maybe you came with an intention to kill the shaykh and they know that. You came with the intention to steal something from the shaykh and they know that. You came with every bad characteristic and they know it, and you may not know it because we think we are beautiful. They are dealing with the lion in the cage. And that's the example of giving guidance and isharat, that these guidance and showing the signs is that the innermost reality of us is very wicked and has very bad intentions. And they're asking to show us how to clean the characteristics with zikr, with awrads, with all your amal and practices. It goes deep into there like grinding and digging for a cavity. Because we see only the outer facade that I'm very humble and very nice, but their firasa and all their coordinates coming from all of their shaykhs all the way from Prophet and from the heavens is sending out a signal that no, they are picking up all of these realities. So when we're patient enough to sit with them and come under their disciplines and under their trainings, they're going after things that we don't know. Lucky are those who can sit to bring those sicknesses out versus having to do that in the grave. In the grave it's 70,000 times more difficult to be cleansed. Means those bad characteristics Allah not allowing into paradises. That nafs becomes so deeply rooted and trying to root itself into the soul. Without that cleansing and without that cutting, that's going to be a difficult grave. Means from that understanding they know ourselves better than we know ourselves. Means who doesn't know himself no way can claim to know his Lord. And what Prophet described that who knows himself will know his Lord. Means that you have to begin, we have to begin, I have to begin to constantly try to know myself. I know myself by all the tests that come into my life. That why did that happen and my reaction was like this? Why did that happen and my reaction was like this? Then I began to understand myself. Oh, I don't like to be told what to do. I don't like this, I don't like that, I'm jealous of this, I'm jealous of that, I have envy for this, envy for that. All those will be identified in the tests in life if we are a seeker of realities. They don't want anything from the ego to appear. So when Allah gives a gift, gives a khash, gives an experience, it's a personal giving for you to experience. We don't want that event to be for public to worship us, that event is a private event between the servant and his Lord. If we display to the public, its level be dropped and the experiences will begin to stop. Because the nafs is getting involved, the ego is getting involved, and now it just wants to be known. It wants to establish its station and its darajat amongst people. And the school of tarbiyah is to destroy that darajat. And there are no station among people, but your station is in the presence of Allah. So we pray that we have more and more understanding, more and more patience. But it's an entire school of reality. InshaAllah Allah give us from those realities, from those lights. Hurmati Muhammad al-Mustafa wa bi siri Surat al-Fatiha.